Bryann is such a fucking hypocritical bastard.
What is I beg, me, I don't understand those nonsense. Me, nobody carry that nonsense come my side again. I don't talk to nobody like that. Nobody gets to fucking talk to me like that. Nonsense, I'm not a human being. And you think I'm a human being, they give me respect before. From where I'm from.
Problem, you know the finish, okay, make it try to enjoy you.
You did mad. Which kind of nonsense talk with that one?
It's not that you not talking to. Say, guy, why are you talking like this? You will keep quiet.
Wahala, you know the finish, make it try to enjoy you.
The fuck? The fuck?
Oh, make we dance and no wa gigi, no wala, oh, make we dance and no wala,
That's why I'm not even paid. I'm just disappointed because I will root for this guy any day, anytime. So that one, it touched me specially.
Oh, for me, I'm tired. Okay, guys, let's talk.
I'm not mad though. I'm just disappointed.
So for context, if you have not seen my previous video on the Piggyverse Pocket app presentation, maybe you should go and see that so you understand where this whole fight is coming from. But from their task presentation, there was a misunderstanding that happened. Adekunle and Hermès were on the same team, while Giddyfia and Rachel were on another team. Now, these two teams had to play the first round, and after the first round, Adekunle's team won. So Big Brother asked them to choose who is going to go first. So they now chose Rachel's team. In this Rachel's team, there's Giddyfia, there's Bryann as well. So at the end of the day, Adekunle's team didn't win. When they lost, Giddyfia, Rachel, and Bryann were laughing at Hermès and Adekunle that, oh, after all the things that they did, they still didn't win. So because of that, there was really a lot going on. And right now, Adekunle is saying he's disappointed at both Giddyfia and Rachel because they are his friends. Like, how would you be saying that? And he has made very, very valid points because he said the time that Ebuka addressed the whole Giddyfia and Rachel stuff, Giddyfia confided in him, told him that the reason why they were having that conversation was because of the kind of comments that Rachel used to make after he loses in his task presentation in the arena. And it got to him. So because of that, he just cleared Rachel and Rachel was apologizing. So if he knows that those kind of things can get to someone and he's claiming to be his friend, why will you even come up to me to be saying those kind of things and laughing at me when you are my friend? And he made statements like Rachel even came to tell him that, oh, after all you did, you still do. Like, how will you be saying that kind of thing? That he's disappointed, that he has decided that he's not going to speak to them about it. But if they come to him to speak to him about it, then he's going to tell them. But he has sharp just mentioned to both of them that I'm disappointed in you. And he feels like they're being childish because he doesn't understand why they would do that. Now, for any other person, he's not even angry, he's not upset, he's not disappointed. But the fact that Giddyfia and Rachel were close to him because he doesn't even consider anybody his friend as much, the fact that they were close to him, he doesn't see any reason why they would say that or do that, even if others were doing. To be honest, I understand Adekunle, and granted, like very, very granted. But even for Giddyfia and Rachel, they should have put into consideration that Adekunle is also in that team. But I feel like it was just Hermès, because it was Hermès that chose them, that they were just talking about. So I don't know. They're going to sort it out. I don't know how or when. So now let's talk about Bryann and Hermès. Bryann and Hermès also, you know, the same team issues. But when Hermès was ranting earlier, shouting the fuck, da, 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 when he was shouting and ranting, you know, he walked up to Bryann and was telling Bryann that I thought you had emotional intelligence. I thought that you were a human being that I could relate with. How will you do that? So Bryann is upset that how will he make that kind of statement? Yes, be upset because I laughed. Yes, be upset, but I've also lost and people have laughed. The other day, people were making money. I made 200K in my whole team. So people laugh at me. People, so it's normal. But be angry, no wahala. But don't come and be telling me that you thought I was a human being. I will never speak to you like that. So you two don't speak to me like that. And Hermès is like, see, he rides on hate. He's going to give it back to him. That Bryann, that was speaking of emotional intelligence and all that, that this is what he's doing. What is intelligent and I be emotional intelligence that he did now, you know. Sha sha sha, bass boost everywhere, bass boost, bass boost, bass boost. Guys, it's almost 2 a.m. and I'm still shooting. You probably are going to see this video in the morning, but I'm going to try to edit tonight. Please, let's subscribe. Please, let's get to 40K at least. Then we'll strive to get to the 50K. So thank you guys. And until next time, I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.